The first thing I notice in the website is the person in the background, and it creates like an enigma, like a mystery, like what is that person wanting and what is she doing there.
First thing I see on the page is the movie trailer because it's the biggest thing on the page and it's quite eye catching as well. When I look at the social media links in the top of the corner, I notice that they are quite small, but it's clear that they are there and that they do have other links where you can find stuff out about the trailer as well.
And it also helps with like knowing more about what's going on in the film trailer, and it will give more additional information to the audience that will be looking at it. I guess the narrative shown and what you can see from the website is that it's trying to like show someone's after another person, or she's either hiding away from her, and it just creates that kind of like enigma again.
I mean, you can clearly see in the narrative that that person's spirit is attached to them even without the title, and it also shows that it's quite a remote location, which again creates enigma. I do like the website overall, but I think that some of the text that is used could be a different colour so it doesn't blend in with the background as much.
Also, like the media links are a bit small. They could be made a little bit more bigger because there is space on the website that could be filled up. Also, I would say the movie ticket section where you can choose which cinema, I would make that a little bit more bigger as well, so it stands out. So it will interest them and force them to like go in and book a ticket.
After seeing that, I wouldn't watch it because I'm not really a big fan of supernatural horror.
Um, I would see it because it actually intrigues me because I want to find out why is that person there, what is that guy looking at, and it just creates that uh, suspense in there, and it really intrigues me.
The first thing I notice when I look at the poster is obviously the woman in the background, showing her as being quite mysterious, and also she's got blood on her, which is never a good thing, really.
I would say the person that's washed out or blacked out, because it makes you think, right, who is that person? Why is he blacked out? And it'll make you want to go watch the movie. Well, you can see it's the genre is supernatural, and you can see that from obviously the image being used, and also the font on the main title grabs out to you as well.
Yeah, that's what I'd say as well, supernatural horror, because obviously the woman in the background creates an enigma to the story, and it's you want to know whether she's actually a ghost or a real person. I think the typography used is very good, as it shows sort of like what might be in relation to the film, as it's sort of like almost like a barbed effect, and also it's the narratives are red as well, which shows the color of blood.
I would say the tagline being used at the top, that could be used the same font what it was on the main title, because then it'll stand out. Because right now it's a bit simple and plain, and it doesn't stand out as much. So that's what I'd say.
Yeah, the image clearly shows you something about the narrative, about the story, and creates enigma in the story and like suspense on like you want to go and watch it and what does really happen.
Yeah, I would say the same thing, and also like you can just see straight from the main character. Like you think, right, why is that person there? What do they want? Yeah, I'll watch this film because just from looking at the poster, it actually intrigues me, and it makes you think, right, what's going on here? Why is that person blurred out? Why is that person after the person that's blurred out? So
I wouldn't want to watch films. I'm not a big fan of supernatural horror films.
I would say the tagline needs improving on because it doesn't stand out as much and it's quite washed out.
I like the whole poster as a whole, but I'd say at the bottom it looks a bit cramped. Maybe the website could be moved and release date and stuff like that, because it looks a bit crowded at the bottom.
I'd say that showing the person in the background and showing that the person is possessed is really well done because it shows that enigma and it creates what's going on. Why is that person losing control? Why isn't the parents doing much? So it really stands out.
Yeah, I also really like it as well because it doesn't show the actual main character or ghost till the end, so people might think that the kid is actually possessed, but then they do realise what he's going through, and it shows a social realism.
Also, I say that the jump scares of seeing the woman in white, it really stands out, and you think, right, why is this woman after the kid, or why is the woman after the family? It makes you want to watch the film and see what's going on. I say the narrative is clear as it shows it's supernatural horror because you can see from all the jump cuts, the actors that are used in it, the effects after, and all that type of stuff.
Yeah, I'd say the same thing as well, and also the use of the narrative when it's actually the voice inside the boy's head instead of the boy actually talking shows that he might actually be possessed and intrigues you to watch the film.
You can see the target audience because it's targeting people that love horror and supernatural, and also I'd say that the age range would probably be from either 13, 14, 15 and onwards to that adult age.
Yeah, I'd agree with the same, but I'd say that anywhere from 16 years onwards, because I think people below that year wouldn't really appreciate it that much. Yeah, I thought that the captions were effective because it showed you what they thought was going on and what was actually going on the screen was a completely different story.
Also, the captions they stood out quite well because of the movement and how they moved, and this really stood out to me and it made you read what's going on.
I wouldn't personally watch this film because I'm not a big fan of supernatural horror, but I think that if I was a fan of this film genre, then I would definitely watch the film.
Yeah, I'll watch it because I like something different. I'll just see what it's like, and from all the media package that I've seen it overall with the trailer and everything, it's really interested me and I want to see it.